Hello, hello, hello. Hope everyone is having a happy Friday. French Quarter Fest weekend. Anybody going to French Quarter Fest? Let's see. So I went to French Quarter Fest last night. It was really, really nice. It's the 40th anniversary. So they had fireworks. I really enjoyed myself. The food was amazing. The music was great. So if you have a chance, try to check out the French Quarter Fest.
What's up?
Hello.
I'm
Nothing
good. I'm good.
much. How are you? Good, good, good. So, we wanted to get on here. I guess we'll give people a few minutes to get in. Hoping everybody has a happy Friday. But if you want to start and just tell us a little bit about yourself since you hopped on. Before we get going, I'm gonna give people a
Yep.
few
What's
minutes to
going
get
on,
on.
everybody? My name is Milton Baptista. I'm from Boston. Um, I'm in commercial real estate finance at Northmark. Been in commercial real estate now for the past 4 years or so. Have a passion for development, and yeah, I'm out here. I'll be at Black Real Estate Week next week, so looking to connect with people, make some new business connections, things like that, and connect with more people who want to learn and, close some business with me, hopefully. Yeah.
Got it. A part for the
Oh, it's switching. What was
conference.
that?
Oh shoot, I'm
No, it's all good.
sorry. I was just saying that we've been a part of the planning committee for the conference and been having a good time just putting this thing together, helping with
Oh, yeah.
Meredith, putting it together. We are so excited about the speakers. Like when I saw the
Oh,
lineup,
yeah.
I'm like, what the heck? These are like people that I've been following that I admire so much, have read books about, and we have them there at the
Ye-
conference. So wanted to like I guess we'll give people a couple
Oh,
minutes.
no,
Were
I
you
was just
saying
saying,
something?
yep,
I'm
I hear
sorry.
you. I'm actually, yeah, I'm
Hmm.
inviting some people into the chat right now. Trying to get one of
Okay.
the speakers to jump in, hopefully.
Oh,
Hopefully.
wow. Okay. Okay,
So,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
the lineup
yeah.
is crazy. So, I mean, these are some of the best developers in the country. People, I mean, Don Peoples is our keynote speaker, who's like the, from what I know, the most successful Black developer. And the purpose of the conference is really to get minorities more involved in real estate. And we're involved in real estate, but we want to really give exposure to other people, because a lot of us just
Yeah.
don't know about it, right? But there's so many keys to it, so many different things you can do in real estate. It doesn't have to just be a real estate agent. It doesn't have to be just buying rental properties. It could be everything from property management to it could be developing new construction. There's so many different avenues, but knowledge is power. So we are just trying to put this out here for our people to get the knowledge, to look up to people that are doing it and doing it big, so that we can hopefully have an impact on what happens. So we just wanted to give a little bit more information about the conference. Um, I, I don't. I think Meredith is going to jump
Oh,
in
cool,
maybe
cool.
later, but the conference is April 21st through 23rd
Yep.
at
So,
the
Melissa,
Drury Inn.
I have a question for you. How did
Um,
you get started in real estate, and like what
mhm.
inspired you to get into the business?
So yeah, so my story is interesting because I always knew to be a homeowner, right? So I bought my first property at 24 years old. Don't, my dad did encourage us to buy a home. So I did that at a young age. And then I was going through a divorce in the house I lived in. I thought I wanted to sell it and start fresh, just kind of start a new life. And I tried to sell it, it didn't sell. So to save money, I figured I'd go get my real estate license and sell it myself to cut the commission. So that is the only reason I went to real estate school. And I got a license. My first sale was my sister. And at the time I had two daughters, single mom. So when I got that commission check, I was like, man, this is nice. So I started doing it for extra income. And then I guess I was good at it. So it just blew up and blew up. And eventually I had to quit that job and start doing real estate full time. And this is where I am now. Since then, I bought like investment property. I want to get into development. So it's just taken one little thing has
Nice,
taken me so far.
nice. So
But
yeah,
what about you?
so yeah, so for me,
Hmm.
um, how could I put it? So I'm first generation Cape Verdean American, and so my family back in Cape Verde, like they
Hmm.
owned a lot of properties and things like that. But when they came over to the States,
Hmm.
I don't know, I guess there was like a barrier. So um, I guess a lot of my cousins, like when they got older, they started getting properties and things like that. And so for me, it always just made sense,
Hmm.
similar to yourself, where it was like, if I'm gonna purchase property for myself later on, then I want to get paid for it if I
Hmm.
can, you know? It's legal, it's right there, saves me money, right? And so, yeah,
Hmm.
so I got started
Right.
in real estate brokerage back in 2015. So I got licensed 2015, and then I was practicing part-time for about 2 years, and then I went full-time in 2017, and this is all in residential. And then in 2019, I always wanted to do commercial. So in 2019, I just hit a point where I was like, you know what? I gotta try this commercial thing out. I kind of hit a burnout, but then I had the choice to make like, hey, either go back to work or keep pushing forward like in a different way. And so I had the opportunity to start in
Hmm.
commercial, and my first quarter in commercial ended up being my best quarter in in real estate brokerage ever. So I was like, oh, this is it. I was like, I'm staying, I'm hooked. Right. And
Hmm.
so yeah, and so
Right.
that was 2019. And then once 2020 started, I was hitting a good pace, and then COVID hit and everything just kind of like stopped. And I was like, oh man, no. And at that point, I was like, you know what? I know
Hmm.
we can't control COVID. We can't control, you know, like other, we can only control what we can control, right? So I had to make the choice of if
Hmm.
I wanted to continue or try to find another way to either stay within real estate or to, go back to work again, in less than a year. And I was just like, nah, I'm just gonna stick it
Hmm.
through. And so what I ended up doing was a lot of
Hmm.
self-development. During 2020 was when I found out about Don Peebles, and I read his book, The Peebles Principles,
Hmm.
and that just like lit a fire in me. And I was like, oh, okay, so this is how it goes.
Hmm.
This is what I have to do. And so, yeah, I just started, swinging big, trying to get, trying to expand my network with people who own bigger pieces of property, people who were doing like big deals or who owned, let's say 10 million plus, people who own land, things like that. And
Hmm.
um, and yeah, I think through that process, I ended up learning about the hurdles to access the capital, and that's when I searched online and I found this program called Break into CRE. And so Break into CRE teaches you commercial real estate analysis and things like that. And so I did one of the boot camps, and then I'm
Hmm.
like, whoa, like that just elevated my game even more. So then I'm like, all right, this is what I have to do. This is what I have to work in. And so today I work at Northmark, which is the largest privately owned commercial lender in the country. And so I'm part of the Boston office.
Wow.
And yeah, I've been learning a lot. I've been able to also give a lot of knowledge as well to people who were my colleagues and things like
Hmm.
that. And, it's just been a great experience to where it's very rewarding on so many levels. And so I'm just like, you know what, this is it for me. So yeah, so
Yeah.
I kind of think of it
Yeah.
as, real estate chose me. Like I chose real estate, but then like more so the commercial side kind of
Hmm.
chose me, kind of a thing. And so yeah, it's just been,
Yeah.
every year has just been leveling up.
Hmm. Right. Right. You sound like me. Like what I always say. Real estate
Yep.
chose me. Like I didn't choose it. It wasn't an ambition of mine. Like I just fell into it. And what I found is there's so much opportunity in it, right? So It's like, but I didn't know because I didn't know anybody really investing in real estate or doing it to your level or some of these people that are going to be at the conference, their level. But then it just opens up this whole world and you're exposed to all these people. So even if you don't know them, like I don't know Don Peoples, right? But I read his, I would listen to his audiobook and I can read up about him. You know, I can study him, I can follow him. And even though I don't know him personally, at least I'm exposed to him and I can understand like how to get some things done. Because he talks in that book, he really talks about like how he started his success and what he did, how he did
Yeah.
financing. I mean, he really goes into detail. Um, yeah, so I mean, if you don't have a person that you can touch physically, there's books, there's things like these conferences where you can get the knowledge that you need. And we're hoping to reach as many people as possible so that we can get that knowledge so you can find your niche in real
Oh yeah.
estate as well.
Yeah.
Um,
I
so
think a
that's what
lot
it's
of
all
it,
about.
you said knowledge is
Mhm,
power earlier, and I think knowledge is power, but I
mhm,
think exposure is more powerful because once you know something exists or
mhm,
once you know something is
mhm,
possible, you'll be like, you know what, why don't we just do that? Why don't I just do that? And so, that's what that's
mhm.
my personal thing. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I know we're trying to put together, I know the schedule, I looked at the latest schedule. Um, I don't know if you want to kind of talk about the schedule that we have. If you go to blackrealestateweek.com, you can look at all the speakers. We have them like they're lined up. So if you're like interested on who's going to be there, you can go to the website and really check it out. We also have the schedule on there. You know, what's happening Saturday and Sunday. I'm sorry, Friday and Saturday. Sunday, we're still working
That's the
on
VIP day.
finalizing that. So just be on the lookout for it.
Yep.
Sunday's VIP. And then VIP is really where you want to be at because you're going to have
Oh
access
yeah.
to some of these people directly. So like if you are like, I need to talk to some of these people, like I need a little bit of personal time, that's where you want to get in at. You know, I would advise you to, it's an investment, right? It's more expensive, but that if nothing is more important than investing in yourself and your career and your future. So definitely look into that. Let me see. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can invite Meredith in. Let's see. Anything
Yeah,
else you
so
wanted to
there she
add?
goes.
Oh, yeah, look at me.
Yep.
I can't believe I was able to do that.
Hey, I didn't
Okay.
even know how to get on here. It looks like they changed the way to request to join. It's been like a year since I hopped on somebody's live.
Look, this is the first time I've done three people.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yeah, this was a big
Nice,
accomplishment for me.
nice.
So we were just going through a little bit. So I'll let you talk and introduce yourself and
So my
go from
name's
there.
Meredith Dunbar. I am the founder of Women of Color Develop, and I get the head organizer of the event Black Real Estate Week, as well as the Disrupt Development Summit. So I heard you were talking about the schedule, and that was one of the reasons why I decided to, hop on because we're finalizing everything, but we have a really, really, really good lineup. We have specific VIP things that are on each day, but Sunday in particular, we're doing the VIP tours, um, and we've lined up some really good commercial developers to have conversations, show you their sites, and really explain like how they went about financing their projects.
Mhm. Yep, yep. So that's what we were just talking about, how like VIP is where it's at. Because if you're really trying to
Yeah,
invest in yourself, if you want to kind of that opportunity to have a few minutes with people one on one, that's really where you want to be at. And the VIP tickets are how much? Are they the tickets start
yeah.
at
So if you're
99, right?
local, the tickets are $99. So if you are a
Mm-hmm.
Louisiana resident with your ID, you'll
Mm-hmm.
pay $99. Anyone else, it's $199, and then um, the VIP tickets are $999, so $1,000, and that gets you priority seating, um, at, one-on-one meet and greet with speakers, and we are having a private lunch on Friday. We have a dinner set up on a Saturday where we're definitely providing. We want you to have a lot of providing a lot of access to the speakers. So for people who, like you were mentioning earlier, if they're trying to have a specific conversation with one of these speakers, this would be your opportunity to do so. But still all in all, it's a really good event. There's a lot of strong, like a really, really quality content on Friday and Saturday that people are really looking forward to. We have some top level, obviously, keynote speakers. You have Mr. McDonald, who is the current CEO, former president of Liberty Bank and Trust. We have Angela Benton. Angela was just actually speaking about the event a little earlier. She's actually helped to raise about $47 million for Black founders and the tech side. And she just recently acquired a farm and is getting into the real estate side. So we have her, and we also have Don Peebles. Who doesn't know who Don Peebles is? He's coming to New Orleans, y'all, which is crazy. Yeah, so we have that. And I mean, this is a one-of-a-kind experience. I don't really, you're not really going to get this type of opportunity. We're trying to make it extremely affordable for people. But in the event that you go to, you won't have access to that many people. We're talking about, I think we're at like 25 speakers, and everyone is in the commercial space pretty much. So if you're trying to take it to the next level, even if you're trying to get started, you want to be surrounded by people who look like you in a safe space, or you can learn from them, connect with people you can, look to do future projects with. I literally just got back here from Atlanta. I'm back in New Orleans right now, but I was in Atlanta for a conference on Tuesday, and someone was trying to introduce me to someone who had attended our Disrupt Development Summit last year. And this person has already went on to acquire 1,000 units in just that year's time. But he made it a point to say that he still talks to and communicates with the people that he met at our event. So, everyone is in a different space, right? Like some people are just starting out, some people are already working, but there's opportunity for everyone, right? You're coming in there, you might meet your next partner, your future partner, or you're coming in, you might get the information that you need, because everyone goes about doing their projects a little differently. So there's something to learn from everyone. If this is your interest, then this is where you need to be.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, think about it. If you're a Louisiana resident, $99, we go spend
Even
that on
at the
dinner,
bar.
right? So invest in yourself a little bit. Right, exactly, on drinks
Oh
on
yeah.
weekends. So take your $199 is the regular ticket price, and the VIP, I strongly recommend VIP, because you have access to these people that you look up to that you're not gonna really be in the same room with ordinarily. So like if you're really trying to take it to the next level, I suggest that you think about VIP and start getting those tickets. We are 1 week away, and I'm super excited about it. I'm like a kid in the candy store, like all my people that I look up
I'm
to.
still connecting.
I'm excited.
We're
So
still
y'all
adding
have
people.
anything else
So
y'all want to
everyone
say?
is going to be there. That's the best thing I
Yes.
could possibly say. Every highly qualified Black developer is going to be in New Orleans next Friday. Where will you be? Are you going to be there? You need to be there if you're not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking
Better.
forward to
Better.
I'm looking forward to
Y'all
meeting
wanted to
Brandon Rule, 'cause
Oh, I can't hear you. Is it? Okay, cool.
it went
Yeah,
out for
we
a
can't hear
second.
you in Milton, but I heard we can't hear you in Milton. But I definitely heard something about Brandon Rule.
He said he was looking forward to meeting him.
Can't hear you.
Yep, we can't hear you though.
How do we want to go about giving away this ticket? Yeah, I was gonna
Oh, that's
ask
right.
y'all
That's
that
right.
while
We're
he
about
gets
to
it
give away
together.
a ticket.
Well,
We're
does
about to.
anybody have any questions? We can't hear you. No. Does anybody have any questions while we wait for Milton to hop back in or get his sound on? I guess he gonna come back. Oh man, the
Oh
live's not my thing,
man,
not my
let me see if I can
thing.
add him.
So
I understand.
What was I saying? And I think
His reception
yeah,
went
he's
to
gonna
be
come back
okay.
on, and my
There you
battery is
go.
dying. Hi Milton, you
Oh,
back? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, can y'all hear me? I was getting a call and then I forwarded the call and I'm
oh.
talking. I'm like, oh.
Um,
Yeah.
what does that say? Are you guys familiar with Elucidian zoning? Euclidean?
Euclidean.
I'm not.
I'm
Okay.
not.
What is that? Is that a form of
I can look that up
industrial
right now, brother.
development, or what is that? I'm not familiar with that. So I'm from New Orleans, and I've been based in Louisiana and New York. So from there, I have not heard of what you're referring to. Not sure if that might be specific to your area or your region. But I want to
Hmm.
know, and I might be able to get you somebody like that down here by Friday. Let me know what it is.
I tell you this, it's probably somebody who's there who knows what that is. The
We're just gonna
Okay.
have to
Euclidean
go
zoning.
Google
Yeah,
it. I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm sure it's a
definitely.
thing. We're gonna have to figure out how we give away this ticket. I'm thinking, if everybody shares it, tags us,
Where Quentin?
and,
Where are you based?
and
Where are
let's
you
see.
based? I haven't heard of that particular uh specific zone.
It's American,
It's
so.
it's what's creating the African American. Okay,
Okay. Hmm.
definitely will.
Need to look
Definitely
into
will look
that.
into that.
The
Okay, I
Sazia.
will definitely look into that. And
Hmm.
we're
Write this
trying to
down.
have every developer. Well, it's probably really, yeah, related
Mm.
to. I'm guessing it's related to capital, Quentin. Oh, you're based in Miami. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
in
Well,
Miami.
I
Oh,
mean,
he's
usually
in
when I speak to
Miami.
developers, they all say the same thing. Their issue is access to capital. So I'm guessing it might be
Mm-hmm.
tied to that, but maybe not. Who knows? I'm definitely going to look that up when we hop off the live because it's important to me to be extremely knowledgeable. Having black loan officers for black buyers. Wait, what does that say, y'all? He's going too fast for me. How important it is in having a black loan officer for black buyers? Oh, it's the biggest. Yeah. You know what? I'm glad you brought that up, Quentin. I agree with that 100%. And that one of the reasons why I wanted to have Mr. McDonald in the space is because he is that's a black owned bank. It happens to be the largest one to have $1 billion in assets. But um, having our own, like having a space for ourselves where we're having access to somebody who looks like us, who can provide us with capital. They actually do finance commercial lending projects because they funded one of the projects
Mm-hmm.
for the company I used to work for. So they definitely do fund uh, development projects. They look like
Mm-hmm.
us. And I mean, we need to have more of that. I know Benicia also funds deals on the residential side, and she will
Mm-hmm.
be speaking there as well. Some of the developers you guys speak to may not even know. Yeah, I mean that's possible. That's what I was mentioning to everyone. What I see to be valuable about this experience is that we're all coming together. Everyone has their own way of how they're going about making their deals happen. So we're going to have that opportunity to share that information. So even if somebody that might know what you're even referring to, they'll have the opportunity. But uh Milton, you were mentioning something about Brandon Rule, right?
Yeah, what I was saying before somebody called me, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I was saying was I was looking forward to meeting Brandon Rule because on his EYL episode, he actually spoke about Don Peebles, and that's who had inspired him to get into real estate development.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? Yeah,
Quentin, you got to make it
I'm
there,
excited.
man.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm about to look that up. I just followed you too, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna look into that and
Wait, well,
Yep.
definitely, hopefully,
will you
everybody on
be
this
there?
live
Hold
will
on, I'm trying to
attend.
charge my phone to get this together. But will you be there? What's his name? Yeah, Quentin.
Mm-hmm.
Quentin, are you joining us?
Quentin.
We're right over two states over. You coming to hang out with us next Friday?
It's a quick
Come
ride, right?
educate us.
Yeah, come connect, brother. There's somebody else who asked about having a black loan officer. I'm
Yeah,
going up to the
we're
question
actually
now.
working. I'm working with.
Um,
I guess I shouldn't talk about that right now, but I am working with the bank to have loan officers there. So we want to provide all the opportunities we possibly can when it comes to financing for everyone who's attending. We have several opportunities for people to network with each other, starting with our icebreaker networking game. That's the first thing. You'll definitely have that opportunity, and I'm working on trying to get more of us there on the capital side. Like I just actually spoke to someone who has a black fund where they fund development deals. We're trying to get them down here from Atlanta. So it's always the goal. If you know of anybody else in particular you want us to reach out to, for sure. That's the idea. We're trying to work together. We're trying to provide opportunities and access, to us. So, but what were you saying about Brandon Rule? I'm sorry, Milton.
oh,
I
you
might have
guys didn't
missed
hear me on that
it
part?
because
Oh, no, I was saying I was looking forward to meeting him because he in his EYL interview, he speaks about how he read People's Principles, and that also had inspired him. So I learned about first time I heard about People's Principles was watching his EYL interview. And so he's doing some things right now where he's going to be the next Don Peebles. So
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I get plugged in with him.
Brandon is doing
Right.
several projects right now. So, and he'll be there. Um,
Yep.
yeah, that's a good opportunity. So, okay, so let's give away this ticket. How y'all want to go about doing it since we're
So I was
Man, Quentin,
what
thinking,
I would have just gave it
did
to
he
you if
say?
you
I
could
didn't know
have,
if he said he's coming to see us. What
I
happened?
know, right?
he's not gonna be able to make it. No, he said
Oh,
he's not
okay,
gonna be
okay.
able to make it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
Yeah, because he would have been a great person. Um, hmm. How did y'all want to do it? Like maybe get people to share on the
Yeah,
page
this is my
and
second
tag us?
live of all time. So,
Okay.
I mean, whatever, whatever.
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
thinking like we get people to share it and tag us and tag 5 people when
Ooh,
they
that's a
share
lot.
it,
Nola,
and
Nola
we'll
Realtor.
pick somebody.
Is that why you have your hands up? Are you trying to get a ticket?
Look, that might
She
that
might
might be the
be
person.
the one. Are you the one?
She might be the one. Are you the one?
Put your hands up
I
again
think
if you're the one.
she's the
Okay.
one.
Yup.
Put your hands up, girl,
Okay,
if you
you
really
heard
want it.
it. Okay.
She
yep,
said,
that's
"Yep,
Do
he
yep.
goes.
There
do
you
me a
go. There you go."
favor. Just message into the People of Color Develop page and give me your first name, and your first and last name.
She said, "I am the one in the two."
Jasmine, you can do the same thing. I know you,
Okay.
Jasmine been trying to.
I
Jasmine
know
been trying to get.
Jasmine.
We want to get all of our,
Mm,
especially our. We need more. We especially need more women. Women, really.
yeah.
Yep. I want to answer a question. Orange Clouds just asked, thinking of getting into real estate, is a loan originator or realtor more profitable and flexible? So
Hmm.
I have done both. I actually went from being a realtor in residential and then switching over to commercial, and now I'm a loan originator on the commercial side. So it really depends on one, what you're trying to do, and then two, how strong your network is. So I hope that answers the question for you.
Mm.
But if you want my opinion, I would say get started in loan origination first because the most important part of any deal is always the money side and where the money's
Mm.
coming from. So,
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, we're giving
Well,
away
we
two
just gave
tickets.
away two.
Okay.
Yep.
We're giving away
Yep.
two. Okay.
Yeah. Nola.
so
Yep.
Nola,
And
and then
Jasmine.
Okay.
We have another
cool,
live
cool.
that's going to be, I'm going to be going live probably around 8, and we'll be giving away another ticket.
Okay.
So for anyone who might be on live right now who's interested, but does anyone else have any other questions?
You going live on People of color together?
We have two of our other speakers, Ashley Scott and the Black Real Estate Dialogue. They're going to be
Okay.
going live at 8 p.m., around 8 p.m. Central, and we'll be giving away a ticket too.
Okay, cool. So if y'all want a ticket, get on that live.
Last one.
8 o'clock.
Please
Oh,
do
yeah.
us a favor too. Let everybody know about Black Real Estate Week. We're trying to get the word out as much as possible. We're really trying to provide opportunities for people who don't have them. So if you know of anybody who this would benefit, please, 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 please share the flyer. Let someone you might know who you feel like it's going to benefit.
Yep. You need to be in a place. This is your future. I want to see everybody there.
Yeah, yeah.
I am.
Quentin, you got to make it to the next one, man.
Yes. This is the first of many, I'm sure. All right, guys. I'm gonna log off because I've got an event.
Are you going to first quarter?
Cool.
You going
I'll
first
see
quarter?
you next week.
No. Actually, there's a NARAB has an event tonight for
Oh,
women
what time
in
is
real
that? I'll be
estate.
showing up uninvited. What time is that?
No, you can come. You're welcome to come. It's
I'll
from
be there.
6 to 9.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
I'll send you the info. All right.
Yeah,
I'll be there too.
all right.
Okay. See you.
Nah,
I'll,
I'm
I'll
in
send. I'll
Boston. I
send.
ain't making
Teleport.
it.
Hey, you never
Yeah,
know.
teleport.
We're in a group text, so
Yeah.
hey, you'll get the info too.
Cool.
All right,
All right,
bye,
ladies, y'all
y'all.
All
have a good
right,
one.
y'all.
Yep,
See
see
y'all
y'all next
later.
week.